My kid's daycare has been on lockdown for the last 2 days. Without going into too many revealing details, a man has come to the church my kids go to daycare at twice yesterday and again today, saying he's being told by Jesus he needs to start a new resurrection through a bloodbath. Oh, and of course he has guns. He needs them for his own protection, don't you know? They finally arrested him today after his third time trespassing and trying to get into the church. But they only charged him with 2 misdemeanors, and my friend who is a cop said that probably means unless they decide to hold him for a psych evaluation, he'll be back on the streets tomorrow. They're keeping the daycare doors locked, but that means nothing if this psycho can just shoot the glass. And my babies, my innocent little 3-year-olds, are in the very first classroom you encounter when you walk in. I know the teachers would lay down their lives to protect my kids, but God, it breaks my heart that they even have to risk that. And I can't even keep them home. My husband and I both can't afford to miss work. If I call off again, I'm in deep shit. So I just have to send my babies off to daycare, not trusting that they'll come home to me. Anyway, I just needed to get this off my chest. I'm going to take my trazodone and cry myself to sleep. Edit. Guy is still in jail as of this morning, but I'm keeping an eye on it. A sincere thank you for all the replies and to everyone who was nice, but I'm gonna go ahead and mute this now. People are making me feel like shit for needing to go to work, but I'm in America. My health insurance is tied to my work, and my kids have medical needs. I can't afford to lose our main source of income and also lose their health insurance. It's literally not feasible. I'm also under a contract where if I quit or lose my job before the end of August, I have to pay back a sign-on bonus that I don't even have near enough to pay back, used it to pay down medical debt. Again, America. I'm going to try to talk to my boss today and see if maybe they'll give me time off, but thank you to everyone for making me feel like shit because I have to go to work to keep a roof over our heads and make sure my kids have food and their medical needs met. I get that a lot of you wouldn't do the same, but we aren't that privileged. Edit 2. The guy is still in jail. Daycare director said they will be notified if he's released and cops will be on site if he is. She said they pressed as many charges as they could, so hopefully that helps keep him locked up. They also are doing construction on the church, so there's about 15 construction workers who were eyeballing everyone because they've been told to be on the lookout for the guy, which honestly made me feel a little better. Having some big buff guy standing outside the doors, cradling his hammer with a look in his eye that said he would absolutely use it was oddly comforting. They also made sure to tell people who asked that they have their concealed carry and have them in their cars. It's still not ideal. I get that. I'm going to talk to my boss this morning and let her know what's going on. My parents are on their way home and will go grab the kids if the guy is released. My husband is also on high alert and will be talking to his boss, too. Anyway, I honestly only came here to vent at 11 p.m. and didn't expect this response, so I'm going to keep it muted for now because it's overwhelming and not doing anything positive for my mental state. Thanks y'all. Stay safe out there. Edit 3. He's still in jail and has a court date set for tomorrow. Who knows what happens next, but at least he's still locked up for now. My parents are home and will take them if he's released from jail, but they can't do that forever. They're getting up there in years and physically can't handle taking care of 2 toddlers for however long. My in-laws might also be able to take time off work, but it's busy season for both of them, so it might not be possible. I'm not going to dump my financial woes on Reddit, but the TLDR is this. If I quit, I'm forced to pay back a $10,000 sign-on bonus, which was actually $6,000 after taxes, all of which went to paying off other medical debt. And yes, I would have to pay back the full $10,000. If my husband quits, he needs to pay back his $5,000 in tuition that his job paid for and would have to drop out of school. We do not have $15,000 to pay back. And no, it wouldn't be something we could pay back in payment plans. We know from people who quit in the past, they want their money and they want it ASAP. My son also needs surgery soon, and we've hit my deductible. If we lose my insurance or have to switch to my husband's, we'll have to pay for the surgery and we can't afford that. As much as it would be great to just quit, that isn't possible. Please stop suggesting it. Please stop telling me I'm a bad mom for not taking off work. Please. I'm already stressed out enough and feeling like shit. I don't need to hear it from everyone else. Edit 4. Last update, and then I'm logging out for the night. He got a felony charge added on. No idea if that means he's going to be locked up longer, but my former cop coworker says it's likely. Feels weird to celebrate it, but I'm gonna go home and cuddle my kids and once they're in bed, drink some wine. Well, we finally got a resolution to this, so I thought I'd update. He pled guilty and was sentenced to 270 days in jail, so with time served he'll be out in about 4 months. He'll then be on probation for 5 years. Conditions include getting behavioral health treatment, no firearms, drug testing, he was high on something when he was arrested, don't know what, and no going near the daycare. Any violations and he gets 18 months. In other news, my contract was finally up at my old job and I got a new job just 2 minutes away from the daycare. It's less money and not something I particularly enjoy, but being closer to the daycare has done a lot for my anxiety levels. Daycare increased their security measures and when he's released, will be on high alert just in case he tries to come back, given he had been arrested several times before for violating restraining orders, who can say if he'll have learned his lesson or not. I sincerely hopes he gets the help he needs, but I'd be lying if I said I wasn't hoping he would get the maximum 2-year sentence. I know I'm going to go back to being stressed and anxious when I know he's released, but I guess he'll either figure his shit out or be locked up again. Hopefully whatever choice he makes doesn't involve hurting other people. Thanks for everyone who messaged me and offered support. I'm gonna go snuggle my kids and watch Christmas movies.